Hey guys, so welcome back to Project Eden's Garden. Let's carry on where we left off. We've just enjoyed 2 sets of free time events, and I can't help but feel like I've been procrastinating because surely a murder is about to take place, if not already. We are due to go into the dining hall with Kai for game day, although apparently we slipped in, and he's in an awful rush to get there, despite the fact that we didn't hear the morning announcement. Supposedly we slipped through it. I don't know, I'm feeling a bit uneasy. And yet, I don't know what's on the other side of this door. Could be a body, could be just the game day. So, I suppose there's only one way to find out. Let's go through. Transition? It's a transition. No one's dead, at least in here. People are breathing. Huh?
Top of the morning to ya.
Bargain bin, right on time. We almost finished setting up. The original furniture had been stacked and pushed to the walls, making room for a totally unexpected scene. Sofas arranged around a massive TV, an impressive-looking DJ pad flashing colorful patterns, nice RGB, and loudspeakers almost everywhere I looked. When Jet mentioned equipment, I imagined a handheld console, something tiny that could be won from the gachapon. Anything but this. Super Slam Tournament! I like what you've done with the place, guys. Impressed, are you? Where did you find this stuff? Where do you think? Mark's bro cave. His dorm?
It's nothing.
Yeah. The hell? Did that also include the TV?
Yo!
If you think that's cool, you should check out my room. It's got a whole arcade machine. What's an arcade machine or a race car bed? You have a race car bed? Well, I suppose they can't put an actual race car in your room. And yet, perhaps even more curious than the equipment was her. Oh? We're not in the basement, Eva, even though it is a gaming competition.
Hi.
Here for breakfast, Eva?
Hey, hey!
We already had it.
Huh?
We?
Yep.
Obviously, us tournament hosts. Eva helped the guys and I set everything up. For her contributions, she has been bestowed the title of
Check it out!
Honorary Host.
That's...
Really?
Correct.
It looked like they needed an extra pair of hands. So she was interested in their tournament after all. Wait, what's that in your hands? The extra pair of hands that you gave them. This? I won it from the gachapon in the pharmacy a couple days ago. It's some niche gaming console, I think.
Eh?
There are other consoles besides the one Cassidy has? Damon, come on! Where have you been?
Yep.
Sure are. I poked Tozu about it before using the gachapon. Didn't want to gamble for something which doesn't exist. After a few days, he got fed up and confirmed that multiple consoles were up for grabs.
You see?
Since I wasn't planning on to take part in the tournament, I just took it with me. So where's everybody else? I guess the morning announcement did get played if people are out and about here. Playing a game on my own is more my style. So you're not participating? If I come to the tournament then.
Well?
It's not easy to find other fans of Sublime Slam Sisters. Even though it can be considered a cult classic, lots of people in the gaming sphere will judge you if you say you like it.
So hackneyed!
Contrarians, a lot of them. Hey, own your likes, okay? Doesn't matter if it's unpopular. If you like something, don't be afraid to say it. Call it a guilty pleasure if you have to. Just be honest. Be yourself, man. Don't be judged for your tastes from other people. They just don't want to admit the quadruple roll kick attack originated from an indie title. Yeah, and the upper kangaroo punch. And the downward spiral attack. And the slinker special attack. And the 7-time jump wallop. And the jackal maneuver rule.
Damon!
Oh, that reminds me. Bargain bin, since you're here, let me explain the rules of the tournament.
You think?
I never said I was going to play. I just came for my pancakes.
Really?
Then why Kai write your name on the whiteboard?
Huh?
Huh? Cassidy pointed to the whiteboard a little ways off from where we were standing. Well, we didn't get to sleep on the bed.
The hell?
What the? A 3-way bracket system had been drawn on the board with a marker. My eyes immediately darted to the leftmost bracket, where I'd been slated to compete against Kai. Sorry. Cassie said you had to bring a partner, so... Damn it, so that's why he was begging me to attend. Okay. Whew. I thought he was like looking for an alibi or something, like, come on, come, David, come. We gotta go to the gaming thing so I can clear myself of any suspicion because I killed someone last night.
Hey.
Why can't I just be a spectator? Well, Cassie and Jet already matched, and John said he was gonna attend, but I don't want to play against him first. This freaking guy.
Very funny.
Don't look at me like that. If you pull out now, bed privileges are over. Don't say that out loud, jeez. That wasn't part of the agreement.
I've got something to say.
Well, consider this an amendment. My room, my rules. Knowing what's at stake, it's better not to argue the technicalities with him. Fine, I'll play. Alright, this'll be awesome. Since you've never played a fighting game before, I can show you the ropes. Just give me a sec to set things up. Oh, great. You just wanted someone easy to stomp on, huh?
Sick and twisted.
Wow, you just use housing to coerce you into an unfavorable position. I wonder if Kai leases out apartments as a side hustle. Kai said something yesterday about not recognizing Cassidy's game, so it'll probably take him a while to set it up. What should I do while I wait? I was gonna say, do we get another free time? But, like, only half the cost is available? Eva?
Where?
Eva was staring intensely at the console in her hands.
Hello?
Having fun there? Can't talk. Must finish level.
Hi.
Hey!
Seriously?
I know you can hear me, Eva. She's gone. We've lost her.
Hey.
Eva. Don't play obtuse. I can tell you're ignoring me. I am not. Following suit, she immediately turned her attention back to the console. Jeez, this girl. As a solution, I not so gently tap her hand, pulling her gaze upwards.
Gah.
What? Since when are you so passionate about video games?
Deal with it.
It's a secret talent of mine. Why don't you call yourself the ultimate gamer, or is that taken?
You think?
A secret talent that you don't want to exploit in a gaming competition? I suppose we got the ultimate pro gamer. It'll be a bit awkward if you're the ultimate gamer. We'd be like, then again, we've got the ultimate debater and the ultimate lawyer. Unable to think of a comeback, Eva simply puffed out her cheeks and stared at me with a pout.
Where?
If I partake in conversation, will you leave me alone? That's an eloquent way to get me to shut up.
No.
It's not that.
Huh?
Not what? Not that I want you to shut up.
Right.
So you do want to have a conversation. That was easier than I expected.
However,
You can't count this as a win. It's simply a coincidence. A coincidence, huh? I just happen to have something important to tell you. Something really, really, really important.
Huh?
listen to me.
Yeah. It has the power to disrupt the world as we know it.
That's...
Okay.
I'm talking.
Are you sure you can handle this knowledge? Am I eating the forbidden fruit here? What's going on? You don't need to give it a proverbial drum roll. Fine. I used to eat lunch in the bathrooms. Was this another one of her attempts at a joke? Or is her life just that much of a circus? I'm being serious. What, like, in the stalls? No, Damon, I put this toilet seat down and set up my lunch tray on it, okay?
Super gross.
And my only object of companionship, the only thing keeping me sane from these disgusting toilets, was a portable gaming device. I found it at a thrift store. It made my lunches better. You can say you like video games, Eva. I don't need a tragic backstory. God, it's just my backstory, okay? God, you wanted to know.
Not interested.
That's embarrassing. More embarrassing than lying about being the ultimate liar or eating lunch on toilets. Jeez, I can't believe I hung out with you twice in free time, Eva. Your reputation's gone to the, well, toilet, pun intended.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding.
Correct.
Yeah, I know. At least I fucking hope so. It was kind of funny. I chuckled.
Seriously?
No, you didn't.
It's the truth.
Telepathically, duh. I wouldn't chuckle out loud. What kind of powerless fool do you think I am?
Right.
Sorry. The way she was playing into the theatrics, it was sort of, in some bizarre way, endearing. And you never know.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll change my mind and play in the tournament later. She's smiling again. It pains me to say it, but smiling is a good look on her. Death flag, man. I swear I'm nervous. I don't want anyone to die. That's why I was procrastinating, because I like all these guys. Even you, Mark. You mysterious man, you. Jet had wandered over to the stacks of chairs. Ooh-wee. Quads raking. Does shifting furniture count as a workout? Sort of, right?
Yeah.
Guess he's just lost in thought. Cassidy, thank you for putting this tournament on. For the 6 of us. You look a little antsy. Afraid you're gonna lose.
Right.
No, it's only a video game. Oh, Damon, come on. You must be competitive. It doesn't matter if it's a video game.
Yep.
Right. I get the vibe you're putting down. On the surface, aloof and uncaring, but secretly, the thrill of the game courses through your veins.
Anyway.
I have a question for you.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
How did Eva know what time you were going to set up the tournament?
Okay.
Eva? She asked me about it after breakfast yesterday. I see.
Jeez.
I'm surprised she's so involved. Is it really that surprising?
Huh?
Maybe she wants to help out because she no longer has to play pretend, you know? True. The mask's off. Like, she can... She doesn't have to pretend she hates us.
Yep.
That or she's just a big nerd. Play pretend. Since the title of Ultimate Liar was itself a lie, then the coldness which accompanied it, could Cassidy be implying that was also a lie? She's not as mean as I am? Damn. Mark was leaned over his equipment, fiddling with the various controls.
That's...
All this stuff is turned on, yeah? Shouldn't music be playing? The volume's turned down on purpose? Just making sure everything works.
Seriously?
How will you know it's working if you can't hear anything? Are you fucking stupid, Damon? I'm looking at the lights. Glaring at me from under his beanie. Mark reached for a sound dial and rotated it. On cue. The speakers on either side of us began playing music.
Huh?
Dumbass. Muttering something to himself, the boy returned to fiddling with the controls. Seemed this conversation was over. Psst. Can we gotta look at the equipment. Anything else? Everything's just the same. Oh, I guess we can look at the whiteboard at the back. There were some names on here that I hadn't paid attention to the first time. Jean's name was written down, but he hadn't been paired with anyone.
Over here!
Damon, over here! Kai waved me over to his spot in front of the TV, which now displayed a colorful level select screen. Come on, everything's set up! He handed me a second controller and patted the floor next to him. Like I'm a dog. Do you know how to use a controller?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I last touched one, but I'll get the hang of it.
Uh...
Surprising. I was getting the vibe you were, like, the bookish type. Kind of refuses to even touch a screen. But hey, it's good you've used a controller before. That's better than... nothing.
Ugh.
Sure. What's with the glare? I'm not judging.
Anyway.
Can you just show me how to play?
Hey!
Oh, right, the game. Okay, so after I started it up, I played a few rounds to get a feel for the controls, you know? Because I want to beat your ass. Combos in this game get pretty complicated, which might not sound great. But the basic control mappings are actually really simple. Kai spent the next few minutes giving me a rundown of the game's controls. I picked it up faster than I expected, but still rougher than I would have liked. Once he was done, we began our practice rounds, and we kept at them until the final tournament attendees arrived.
How we feeling?
Would you look at this? Early morning merrymaking. Just how I like it.
Ugh.
It's so loud in here. Can someone turn down the music?
Not a chance.
No dice. Those ears aren't ringing like a fire alarm. Can you even call it a party?
Soybean.
No, you call it tinnitus. Speaking of music,
Hey!
hey, Mark, you use a stage name or something? Your songs are really catchy. I don't know if it's the vibes or what, but they remind me of this guy called... Did I say something wrong? The screen shook for like a second. Oh, you also just reminded me. Before we start, Mark wants me to pass on a message to you guys. He can't tell us himself. That being... This is what he said to me. As much as I don't want to be here, I've agreed to provide my services under two conditions. One, I maintain full say over what music I play. And two, no one can discuss my songs or my musical abilities in any way, shape, or form.
But...
I was just complimenting him. Yes, that includes compliments. Oh, the message wasn't finished. Wait until she's done.
Hell no!
Seriously?
Seriously?
How does that make any sense?
Nope.
We can argue about that logic later. For now, just go along with it.
Come on.
Who cares about all that? Let's quit this small talk and start already.
Roger that.
Eager and raring to go. That's what I'm talking about. Speak for yourself. I'm only here because that ship captain wouldn't leave me alone.
Huh?
That's odd. From what I remember, it was the other way around.
Shut it.
Whatever.
Sheesh. 5 seconds in and they're already off on the wrong foot. It's a competition. Right. Since Jean and Grace are together, Cassie walked over to the whiteboard and scribbled Grace's name next to Jean's. Eh? I matched with him?
Duh.
There's a reason I wanted to... even number of people. Let me explain the ground rules. They're simple. Each match is going to be the best out of 3. Take a look at this board to see who you're going to be up against. Alright. We're up first, Damon. Remember what I taught you? May the best man win. You better not have taught me any duds.
That's pretty cool.
Good luck, Damon.
Yep.
You feel it as well, don't you? A tightness in your chest which just wants to burst out? We're on the verge of a battle, a clash for glory, honor, and incessant bragging rights.
Right.
It's the long-awaited, ultra-exclusive Slam Sisters tournament. Alright, here goes. With a roar, the tournament began.
Bro, Kai, you're a natural.
I love this art, man. They do so well with the CGs.
Whoa, Damon, watch out!
Oh, my legs are crossed on the sofa. It's serious business.
I can't focus if you're yelling in my ear.
Let my arm go! God, press the buttons.
Now this feels like home.
It does?
You play video games?
Not so much me, but my men. Ha! During break, they'll flock like seagulls to my ship's arcade.
Oh, a ship has an arcade?
A personal arcade? On a ship? Man, I'm jealous.
Despite the overwhelming mix of voices and music, my attention remained concentrated on the screen. If I can time this next attack right. Crap! Just when I thought I was advancing on Kai, he caught me in a trap!
Haha, too slow!
Uh-huh. In tandem with my slip-up, the music took on a more frantic tone. Damn it. There's only one move which could save me now. Taking a deep breath, I steadied my grip on the controller and pushed both joysticks as hard as I could. Power cut? Huh? All of a sudden, the world around me turned pitch black. What? Why is everything black? Oh god. Is the murder gonna happen in this room or somewhere else? Jesus. What's happening? Guys? Can you hear me? This is goodbye despair all over again. Ouch, who stepped on my foot? The panic clamor of the people around me snapped me out of my stupor. Is this a... are we in a blackout? Whoa, a blackout? Right now? Don't we usually just wait for the power to return? Or was there something else before that? Crap, my school had a whole protocol for this! Even if we knew what to do in a normal blackout, it wouldn't help here. Inside this abnormal building where everything was sealed off, we were basically blind. Should we look for the others? Nice to hear Eva's still talking. How are we gonna do that? I can't see 3 inches in front of me, and I've got a helmet on! Can't we just wait for someone to find us instead? Screw that. Somebody look for a torch already and... Hold on a sec. I've got an idea. Huh? Before I could even register what it was he said, a light appeared in front of me. Our trinkets. Hovering there, casting a very faint glow. The hell's Kai doing back there with his fucking peace sign? Are you okay, man? Are you trolling? A hologram from the trinket. Immediately, the rest of us activated our own trinkets. With all 8 trinkets activated, we could finally see each other in the dark.
Yo!
Great idea, Jean. No one has any night vision goggles? There's no knife taped under the table?
Let's rock and roll.
Right on, you're a lifesaver. Couldn't you just go Super Saiyan? A captain needs to keep a steady mind during inclement weather.
But...
It's great we have a light source and all, but why hasn't the power returned yet? You'd think the goat guy would have done something by now.
That's...
You know what? Let me check something.
Huh?
I ran over to the corner of the room and knelt beside the vent. Bring my ear to the grates. I listened for a certain noise. Nothing. Dead silence.
I see.
The humming. It stopped. Eva, quick, come here and take a listen.
Hello.
I'm here.
Am I hearing you right?
Why do you need Eva? Do you remember when I said I woke up on an underground floor? Dining hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us what's going on. Yeah, why didn't you mention this other girl? The hell? I never even saw her. Huh? You were there too, Borgenman? Don't even. There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up. So this is our discovery of that dummy, right? Eva was with me. The two of us woke up in a boiler room, which also happens to be on the other side of this vent. Have you guys seriously not gone downstairs? I'm pretty sure it wasn't locked away. It was just Eva chilling out down there. like a sewer rat, but that's not the point. The room had a huge generator. If you pressed your ear up to this vent like I just did, there's no way you wouldn't hear it. But for some reason, there's nothing.
I see.
I see the problem. If there's no sound, the generator must be turned off.
Eh?
Is that why a power outage happened?
Hell no!
So it's kaput? How are we gonna get the power back now?
Well,
There is one thing we could try. Huh?
you see.
Apart from the boiler room, the underground floor also has 4 storage closets. I remember one of them containing something that looked a lot like a generator.
Elementary, my dear.
Aha! A spare generator in case the first one breaks.
Thinking.
If we somehow turn it on, we might get the power back. You want to go down in the dark? Shouldn't we just wait for Tozu to turn the power back on?
No.
I have a bad feeling about this. Me too. Me too. I think we should turn on the power as soon as possible, instead of waiting for Tozu to do it. But what if we get lost in the dark?
Take a breather.
Let's just form a daisy chain with our arms. There's no way we'll lose each other then,
Ooh.
Smart. Since Damon and Eva have been down there before, they can lead. Yeah, okay. Yep, stay with me, please. Next to me. By my side. Our arms linked. The 8 of us linked arms and formed a chain. Once everyone was ready, we made our way out of the dining hall and down to the underground floor. Are there people ahead? In the near pitch blackness, the hallway looked so much larger and longer than I remembered. Exploring the place with light had been unnerving enough, but this made all that seem like a walk in the park. Oh, it's just us. I thought they were behind me, and then like the rest of the crew was ahead. It's so creepy down here. There's 4 rooms, right? Who's checking what again?
Where?
Well, since this is a group of 8, we could explore in pairs. Pairs again?
This sucks.
Oh, okay. If that's really what we're doing. Kai shot me a nervous glance, and I knew then and there he'd made his decision. Fine. Shouldn't it just be the person we're linked up with? Like, gosh.
Yep.
Jet's gonna come with me. Yeah? But then Broski won't have...
Duh.
You can go to Jean. Them swashbuckler types love a good challenge, don't they? You know me well. How about it, Mark? Up for a little adventure?
Just ignore me.
Just make it quick.
I see.
So I'm stuck with a mathlete, am I? Pff, maybe if we find the generator, you can use your real talent for once. Let's check out the closet on the right down there and get this over with.
Stupid.
Repair work and math competitions have literally 0 overlap.
Just follow me.
Come on, Jet, let's investigate the closet opposite theirs.
Oh boy.
Sure, sounds slick.
I see.
Seems the closets in the back are covered.
Are we ready?
For the 2 in front, Mark and I will take the left. Damon and Kai, you enter the right. This place sucks, man. Why do we have to be fixing stuff? It looks like a murderer's basement down here. It probably is. Didn't seem like Kai had any intention of entering first. Well, as long as you don't stab me in the back. Whatever, I'll open the door. Where is everybody else? How are they not, like, calling out for us? Alright, let's search this place. Kai and I gave the closet a quick rundown. Something as large as a generator would have stood out even in the dark, but we couldn't find anything of the sort.
Man.
Unlucky. All that work for nothing. What's the plan now? Do we just, like, go back outside?
I know.
I want to see what Grace and Eva are doing next door. Okay. As Kai shuffled up behind me, I turned to grasp the handle of the door and... What the hell was that?
Huh?
Are you patting my ass? Suddenly, frantic footsteps echoed from the hallway outside. Did someone just run past this room? It sounded a lot like it. Did another group make a discovery? Why run past us, though? This didn't sit right with me. I need to see what's going on. It's happening. Oh god, I'm nervous. The hell's going on? There's no one here. Are the others still searching their closets? If they found something, I don't know why they'd run off without telling us first.
No.
If it was one of them, we should have heard a door opening. Yeah. Maybe we could peek inside one of the closets? Just to make sure, you know? Hello, Damon? I couldn't focus on anything he was saying. My attention was concentrated entirely on that place. Those footsteps sounded like they came from the boiler room. Hold on, I don't... Hey, what are you doing? His words were barely comprehensible. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't even think. All my brain could register was the tightening in my chest. Suddenly, my legs began moving forward. It's like my body was possessed, under the control of something completely ambivalent to reason. My heart was puppeting my every move. It brought me to the door, told my hand to turn the knob. You just know, something's on the other side. What is it? Who is it? And then, I was inside. My heart is pounding.
Dude,
Oh,
no!
fucking Kai! Jesus Christ, stop yelling at me! Just calm down. Dude, you're seriously freaking me out. This isn't okay, you know? Why did you come here? Come on, say something already! I couldn't make out anything in the dark. Did I just see, like, a pink? A little bit of pink? I don't know. As the camera changed, the boiler room seemed completely still. And completely silent. Just like it had been the previous time I was here. Except, unlike last time, the silence wasn't the peaceful silence of a long-abandoned place. Rather, it felt like the entire world was holding its breath. Get it together, man! Damn it, why can't you just say something? Why can't somebody just...
Over, man!
Ah, why can't someone just fix this blackout? It's gonna get fixed. Body's gonna appear. Uh-oh. Huh? All of a sudden, light appeared. A single ray of light in the back of the room, projected by a vent on the wall. It was too dim to completely snuff out the darkness, but it was still enough. Enough for me to see what was laying at my feet. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Who is it? Oh, no, what? No! I was not expecting it to be him! Wolfgang Akira lurched over the boiler room platform. Completely still. Completely silent. The ultimate lawyer. Unmistakably dead. Oh. Yeah, get it all out, man. What the fuck? Did he just get electrocuted? Is that what knocked the power out? Yeah, there was pink blood. I saw it. I knew it. Kai's scream rang loud and clear in my ears. I could hear everything. All the fear and anxiety from the past 5 days joined in the chorus of terror. Before I knew it, I was yelling too. No! I can't look at it! My arms, my legs. There was no weight in them anymore. Only pins and needles, pricking every inch of my skin. What do I do? What am I supposed to do?
A body has been discovered.
I need the rules, Tozu. How many people need to discover a body? And does that include the killer? Is it 3 people still? Because we did hear someone running away from the boiler room. Right?
All students must proceed to the boiler room on the underground floor immediately. Time will be allotted for all participants to investigate the murder. And afterwards, the real class trial will begin.
Oh, God.
Good luck, everybody.
Please wait until I gather all relevant truth bullets, Tozu, before you say time's up. The real class trial.
Oh, shit!
I love that delivery. This can't be for real. There's no way. There's no way! With a wail, Kai booked it out of the room. I knew it was inevitable. I knew we'd chosen this path when we started denying the reality of the killing game. But seeing Wolfgang displayed the way he was, his face contorted into a look of terror, it made everyone's naivete all the more worse. I spent my last free time was with this guy! Oh. And what did this mean for his blackmail? It's not gonna look good if I'm the one who's got it. Like father, like son, beneath a sheep's skin hides a wolfish mind. I'll never know what that blackmail meant. Maybe. If I just bit the bullet and confronted Wolfgang about it. Wolfie. Gangsta. Damon. Are you okay? I heard the announcement and... Is that Wolfgang? Kai was right! The tournament attendees burst through the door, tailed by a stumbling Kai. I really didn't want to believe it.
Yeah!
Why the heck would I lie? Are we 100% sure he's dead? I don't see any wounds. Maybe he's still breathing.
Good morning.
Oh no, he's very much dead. What?
Son of a bitch!
You! This has got to be an accident, right?
Why the long face?
Why do you ask? Well, if the death wasn't intentional, it could be treated like manslaughter or something, and not need a trial.
Rubbish.
Intentional or not, the killer's hands are still dirty with blood, no? Very pink. As far as I'm concerned, murder's murder, be it third-degree murder, manslaughter, or anything in between. Besides, if Wolfgang's death was indeed an accident and the killer bore no ill intent, don't you find it rather strange they haven't come forward and confessed?
Damn it!
Then tell us! Tell us who did this!
Who?
Me? Tell you, the killer? Have you been paying attention to anything that's been going on here, Grace Madison? Where's the fun in a mystery you already know the answer to? I'll keep my lips sealed, thank you very much.
Hold on.
So, there's definitely a killer? Looks like the rest of the crew's here. Oh god.
Moving on.
Oh, downstairs already. Aren't you a quick-footed bunch? You'd think they'd still be prepared, given that there's a lot of people around. It was announced that there was a death, but still, I guess you can't help yourself. You see the body, you gotta scream.
This is
Oh, holy shit!
nonsense!
A cacophony of wails filled my ears, hailing the arrival of the remaining students. Yeah, it was almost instantaneous, how quickly the color drained from everyone's faces. They'd entered the room completely bright red, having clearly made a desperate sprint to the boiler room. But now, they looked as lifeless as the man laying in front of them. What happened here? Damon and me, we just found him like this. It's a sight to behold, I'm sure. Your beloved classmate, who was once so lively, now splayed dead in front of you.
Well done.
To think I didn't have to even lift a finger after the blackmail. What are the odds? How could you?
Who? Me?
How could I? Oh, you tickle me, Eloise. You must remember, this is a killing game between students. Unless the rules state otherwise, a student can only be murdered by another student.
Blood is rushing.
The undeniable truth is that one of you killed Wolfgang. One of you killed Wolfgang. That's right. A person we've been living with, who I've spoken to before. That person is in this room right now, staring at their own crime scene. So are you going to completely disregard the fact you showed each of us another person's blackmail? I was simply pushing you all in the right direction. Do not take it personally. But Wolfgang, he was so nice to everyone. Why would someone do this? Well, if it is any consolation, I have a gift prepared. An autopsy report. A gift?
Plot twist.
Especially for you, the ultimate historian. This is notes already pre-prepared. I don't know why I said pre-prepared, because the definition of prepared is literally ready before it's needed. Behold the Tozu tablet. The second Tozu tablet, to be more precise. You're even naming the tablet after yourself? It's always been called this. You just didn't know until now.
Moving on.
Anyway, I trust you all remember how this tablet operates, yes? You simply scroll up. If not, allow me to briefly run you through it again. This tablet contains a summary of the crime scene. Certain special details, like the victim's time of death, have been oh so thoughtfully provided for you. Go on, take a look. Must suck to be the first murderer. You don't... I suppose you would expect the autopsy report to be delivered because we had a mock trial in Chapter 0, or the prologue. The victim is Wolfgang Akire, the ultimate lawyer. He was discovered in the boiler room on the underground floor. He is kneeling in the water, and his upper body is slumped over the concrete platform. Estimated time of death is approximately 9:35 a.m. Okay. So, while the tournament was taking place... Ooh. No. Can we clear the people in the room with us? Can we not? Depends. Was this place booby-trapped? Was he electrocuted? This is different from the first tablet we got. No, I'm quite confident you're holding the same brand of tablet. Look, the shape and size are identical. I mean,
That's...
why is there information missing from this tablet? The cause of death. When we investigated the dummy's murder, the tablet explicitly said she died from blood loss. But this tablet, it doesn't list Wolfgang's cause of death anywhere, even though there was like literally a tab at the top, right?
Rubbish.
Of course, saying otherwise would make things too easy.
No.
Come again? You see, this tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and the spotless have equal chance of success. What does that mean?
Moving on.
Nope, that's all you're getting from me. No more secret meetings between us, Damon. Oops, did I say that out loud? Imagine. God. Telio!
No.
Hey, wait! Damn it, he's already out of here. How nimble was this guy? Did he literally sprint out? He's just like, away!
Why?
Make what, Tulisi? Solving Wolfgang's death?
This looks
No
bad.
way. Is he saying the cause of death is part of the mystery? Fuck this, who cares?
You're crazy!
I'm not investigating shit! Keep me out of this!
Don't look at me.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to keep looking at him.
No, just...
You'd have to be insane to think I'm touching a dead body. One by one, multiple students made their way to the door. It was then that she finally spoke.
No.
Stop! Although she didn't yell, there was an overwhelming intensity to her voice. The same kind that caught everyone's attention back in the trial room. Immediately, the runaways froze.
Yeah!
What do you want? You'll remember the rules, don't you? If we don't solve Wolfgang's murder and uncover the killer,
Can't you see?
then we are going to die. Our feelings don't matter in this killing game. They never did. All that matters right now is finding the truth.
Don't test me.
Rich coming from you.
Bad news.
Maybe it is, but that doesn't mean she's wrong. If we accuse an innocent person, everyone except the killer will be executed. That's what Tozu said, and that's what was reiterated by our watches.
It is how it is.
Whether we like it or not, those are the rules. If it's the difference between life or death, there's nothing much else we can do. But She took a second to fade in there because she's so short she had to come through everyone. I don't want to. I don't want to look at him. Investigating a crime scene doesn't mean investigating just the body. It's standard procedure in homicide investigations to try and pinpoint the victim's movements before their death.
Thinking.
That means searching places they've gone to, people they've spoken to. In Wolfgang's case, his dorm room might be an area of interest.
Yeah.
Since the dorms don't have locks, there's nothing stopping anyone from entering.
Oh boy.
When you put it like that. Hey broski, wanna explore the dorm room? Yeah, sure. If you guys are going, then I'll come with. Yes, same for me. The way Eva spoke with such precision and such calmness. It's the same way she spoke when we discovered the dummy.
Hold your horses.
Hold on. Ulysses won't be going anywhere. What?
Aye.
That notebook you're carrying. Whatever evidence we find down here, I want you recording it. What about us? We might discover something huge upstairs. The area with the body deserves the most attention. Once we've exhausted our options here, then we'll head up there.
Moving on.
Obviously, I'll remain here. You should too, Damon. Oh, right. Okay. I mean, I'm the one who discovered the body along with Kai. We should be giving our statements. My mind was still reeling from the shock of discovering the body, and the lump in my throat still wouldn't go away. Did the killer arrange for the power to come back on, or was that Tozu's bright idea, pun intended? But Wolfgang really was dead, and I had to find out why.
I don't understand.
It's so hard to believe. Could one of our friends really be a murderer? Friends. She said it like that blind optimism isn't what the killer most likely exploited. After all, how can you suspect anyone if you trust everyone? It's an environment perfect for deceit. An environment perfect for murder. And worst of all, an environment we've created. Here we go. Let me do what I did last time. Look back over the tablet first. Victim is Wolfgang Akire, the ultimate lawyer. See, cause of death at the top. Can't believe it's been denied. Or I suppose it's just basic information on the murder. He was discovered in the boiler room on the underground floor. He's kneeling in the water, his upper body is slumped over the concrete platform. Estimated time of death is approximately 9:35 a.m. It still pissed me off, seeing everything except the cause of death listed, especially when I knew the reason why. Cause of death. When we investigated the... Oh, sorry. When we investigated the dummy's murder, the tablet explicitly said she died from blood loss. But this tablet, it doesn't list Wolfgang's cause of death anywhere. Of course, saying otherwise would make things too easy. The tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and the spotless have equal chance of success. Tozu's definitely compensating for the killer, probably because they failed to hide their own tracks. It was the amateur hour, and withdrawing information might be his way of balancing the odds. Bullshit rules.
Lose.
Who's to say they won't be abused? Regardless, Wolfgang's cause of death should be treated as the crux of this mystery. If I can figure out how he died, then everything else should fall into place. Tozu tablet number 2 has been added to the truth bullet section of your Tozu trinket. Alas, poor Wolfgang, the guiding light of the ultimate students, snuffed out in an instant. No use crying over it, though. There's a mystery to be solved. Like any true investigation, important evidence won't always be visible on first glance. Should you ever find yourself stuck, press F3 to view the game's controls. By the way, any truth bullets you obtain will be logged by your Tozu trinket, which can be accessed anytime by pressing F1. You know, in case you needed the reminder. That's all from me. Bye-bye. Alright, a couple things right off the bat. We got blood here. We've got a taser over here. We got his body there. And we've got the generator here, which is covered in soot because an explosion took place that disabled the power. So, what the heck happened, I suppose? Do we just start theorizing now before I even looked at one thing? The cause of death has to be electrocution, right? We saw how dangerous the water surrounding this platform can be in the prologue. Eva told us how she made doubly sure to check it wasn't electrocuted before we proceeded. Is there still water here? There is, right? Oh, there's a knife at the back too. Okay. Cord. Let's get cracking. Blood. There was blood speckled across the floor. I didn't notice it at first, due to the room's restricted lighting, but now, after my eyes had time to adjust, it couldn't be more obvious.
See.
Looks like it passes into the hallway, too. I completely missed these during the blackout. Speaking of, after the body discovery announcement, everyone barged into the boiler room through this door. Yet these blood spots don't look smudged, not fresh. I'm guessing they were already dry by the time any of us got here, in which case, could this be Wolfgang's blood? Blood spots has been added to the truth bullet section of your Tozu trinket. Okay. Who was he sleeping with yesterday? I don't mean that in a romantic sense, by the way. Was it Grace? It swapped, right? Can't remember. We'll figure it out, I'm sure, as we speak to the rest of the class. I'll inspect the rest of the scene first before I go near his body. Alright, fair enough. Taser? Taser gun? Pretty random thing to be lying around a crime scene. Definitely wasn't in the boiler room prior to the murder either. Did that mean this taser gun was involved in the murder? In closer inspection, nothing about the gun looked particularly strange. Had it even been used? Pretty sure taser guns dispense some kind of wire when fired. Nearby were some yellow pieces of plastic on the floor. It was the same shade of yellow as the taser gun. Had these originally been attached to it? I can't tell where they would fit on the gun, though. Never mind. What's the point in making guesses when I could just get him to confirm? After all, someone who's a pro at wielding guns should know them better than anyone else. Yeah, I'm sure the ultimate marksman, he practices with a taser gun all the time. And not, you know, bow and arrows, crossbows, rifles, handguns. Should we check out the cord? It's severed. Huh? There's a cord in the water, judging by the length. I think it's an extension cord. But what the hell happened to the other end of it? There was no internal plug, just a frayed tip lined with a black substance. Had the cord been burned? I didn't see this cord in the boiler room earlier, so it probably came from someplace else. One of the storage rooms, maybe. Wasn't always in this condition, that's for sure. All the items we've been provided so far, light bulbs, speakers, a fridge, they've worked perfectly well. So what happened to this cord? And why was it even in the water? Extension cord has been added to the truth bullet section of the trinket. Okay, I'm concerned now. Could be. Someone was in the dining room with us. They planned to kill Wolfgang by electrocution. His body was in the water. Maybe he was knocked out. Still alive, so we could disguise the time of death. Drop the cord through the vent. Boom. And then while there's a blackout, they somehow burn the cord. I don't know. Just toss the theories out. I can't rule out anyone, even if they're in the same room as me. That would be too easy to rule out half the class. Damn. Okay. The knife at the back. Let's take a look at that. A knife? Why was a knife floating in the water? There's blood on it. On the blade and in the surrounding water. I could make something out. The unmistakable color of blood. There's no doubt about it. This knife must have something to do with the murder. Why the knife was here and not actually on the platform, I had no idea. Knife has been added. Okay. Anything else? Is there something down there? Shrapnel. It's hard to get a good angle on it. Chunks of something red were floating nearby the generator. It almost looked like metal, or maybe plastic. Were these originally part of the generator? The colors and material don't seem to match, though. Shrapnel has been added. We'll inspect the rest of the scene first before we go near his body. I suppose let's talk to everyone.
Hello?
Winona, you're still here?
Seriously?
Is there a problem with that? Why does she need to frame everything I say in the worst light? I'm preparing to hold a one-on-one session with Ulysses. I was consulting him about something important before we were interrupted by the announcement. Oh, really? Even during the blackout, you were still talking? You were like, yeah, you know what, let's continue our conversation. Is that what you were doing before the blackout?
Huh?
Repeat that.
It's simple.
The blackout. Were you still with Ulysses when it happened?
Come on.
You're not speaking any sense. There was no power outage. Oh. It was localized. Okay, so that makes sense why she was speaking with him up until the announcement. Huh? She can't be serious. That blackout affected the entire building. Unless...
Anyways.
Okay, well, let me rephrase. Where were you when the murder happened?
Sheesh.
Where were you? At Cassidy's game tournament in the dining hall. Now answer my fucking question, jeez.
Oh, really?
Really? Not what I expected.
Let me see.
Ulysses and I spent this morning by the large tree. We stayed there up to and including the time of Wolfgang's murder. Sounded like she had an alibi then. As for the location she mentioned, I assume this entire building complex connected to the one generator. But it made more sense for that tree area to have its own separate system, hence why it didn't lose power. What about the courtyard, though? Was anyone there at the time of the blackout? Blackout has been added to the truth bullet section of our notebook. Jean?
Aye.
Oi, take a whiff of the air. Ain't there something off about it? I followed his instructions and sniffed the air. Uh-oh. Ulysses will have a tough time doing this. It smells like burnt rubber.
That ain't it.
Because of the busted generator, yeah? But that's not what I'm talking about. There is another scent, a real bitter one. You might actually be onto something. It's almost like cereal, like rubbing alcohol.
Bad news.
Indeed, precisely my same comparison. That's what I thought too, cereal and rubbing alcohol. I'm suspecting a mighty chemical reaction at work.
Eh?
Well, I wonder where you could make chemicals and reactions. I've had my fair share of travels across the sea, and I'm no stranger to foul play. Oh, okay. Probably shouldn't be admitting that at this juncture. There's no stench worse than one of a disastrous combustion.
It is how
Thing
it
is, I got no idea where it's coming from. Really? The smell is supposedly that of a chemical reaction. Where else could it be coming from besides the busted generator? Unless Jean's conclusion about the smell is wrong? Is it on Ulysses? Is it on his fucking clothes and he couldn't smell it? And that's why it's like so obvious? I wouldn't put it past him. Odd smell has been added to the truth bullet section. Can you imagine? We've outed the killer because he didn't realize that the smell of the chemicals was still on his clothes.
Terrible.
The generator over there is partially submerged in the water. I think we would be wise to stay on this platform. Was he worried about the water being electrified? Eva and I managed to stand in it way back when. I don't see why now would be any different. That's what I thought. Then again, the generator wasn't damaged last time. Risk of electric shock. Pretty big warning there.
Damn.
Yeah. Since Wolfgang is dealing in the water, we should avoid touching him.
No.
You don't know for sure if the water's unsafe.
Huh?
Listen to me.
Before you start making conclusions, you should experiment first. Saying that, Eva walked over to a pile of boxes and pulled out a light bulb. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, she's done it before. Sure enough, Eva went straight to the edge of the platform and threw the light bulb into the water.
Look,
See, it's not lighting up. That means the water is safe.
Well,
I see. Then I suppose it's safe to inspect Wolfgang?
Okay.
Are you going to? I think I will observe from afar instead. Now isn't the time to be listening to your nerves. Eva? Aren't you going to investigate Wolfgang? Me?
Yeah.
Who else? Back when we mistook that dummy for a body, you poked it pretty nonchalantly.
hang on.
That's different. I never thought it was real.
I see.
Now that we were finally advancing in the investigation, her cool composure had all but vanished. Hey, she only needed the buff temporarily. She did well to rouse us from our stupor. Typical, I guess. She can only keep up an act for so long. Alright, Wolfgang. I guess it's time to take a look at your body, see what we can find out. But I gotta say, everyone's under suspicion. Even you, Eva, I'm afraid. But I gotta trust you, right? So that leaves 14 other potential suspects? No, 13. Sorry. Wolfgang's dead. I don't think he did this to himself.